guys, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play, another game from Shall We Date? War of Prayers, Inori no Otome. Okay guys, so this game looks really interesting. You have to defend a country with some sort of secret power that you have, and we haven't played anything like this. I normally go for like slice of life type games, but this is a little bit more intense, so let's see how it plays out. Welcome to Shall We Date? War of Prayers, Inori no Otome. Your romance story starts here. Press start. War of Prayers. Let me tell you a story, a beautiful yet sorrowful tale buried in its deep slumber. Once upon a time, there appeared a shadow containing much evil to this peaceful land. The generous sun was hidden away, the vegetation all withered, and the world was about to meet chaos. However, just when darkness was about to consume the whole land, one girl offered a prayer to a mysterious crystal. The crystal, responding to the depth of benevolence that the girl possessed, flooded the world with light and purified it of shadows. Darkness eventually weakened, and peace was restored on Earth. Oh, this is beautiful. From then on, the girl was called the Prayer Maiden, and after a while fell in love with a charming man. They shared moments of happiness, overflowing with love, but the story didn't end here. Start your romance. Oh my gosh, guys, this looks pretty good. Let's see. The art in this game is glorious. Days would come and go, each one as peaceful as the day before. That is what normal life is like for me. But from that day on, my life was anything but normal. I can smell the sea breeze as it whisks through the air and out into the great blue sky once again today. This is the cafe where I work. My mother, who has raised me single-handedly, died several years ago, and so I have supported myself by working here as a waitress. The cafe is a hive of activity as usual. Lively music is being played in one corner of the cafe. But in spite this, I don't feel very light of the heart. I can't shake the dream I had this morning. It has been a very quiet, chilling place. Where am I? You must save. Who is that speaking? The world. I can hear the voice as clear as day, but it's too dark to see anyone nearby. The voice of a woman, like the peal of a bell. She has such a sad voice, as if she is close to tears. Who are you? What do you want with me? Save the world. My surroundings gradually became lighter. She starts to disappear. Wait, who are you? Save the world. Wait, don't go. Save the world? Oh my gosh, is this me? I'm cute. It was very realistic for a dream. I am lost deep in my own thoughts when a customer speaks from behind me. 1 cherry cream pie and a coffee, please. May I get a decaf? Oh sure, right away. There's not much point in dwelling on it. You just can't come here without ordering that cherry cream pie. Kayla makes the best cherry cream pies in all of Granitus. Thank you. In that case, I'll have one of those cherry cream pies too. Coming right up. I am so busy my eyes are starting to spin when ding-a-ling. A new customer walks in. Hello, there's a table free at the back. Oh, isn't that Matthew? One of the Knights of Granitus? The nation of Granitus, where I live, is ruled over by the Prayer Maiden Princess and the knights sworn to protect her. Prayer Maidens are those who have the ability to perform the miracle of great benevolent magic, and the knights who guard the Prayer Maiden of the Granitus are like its princes. I've never seen Sir Matthew this close. Service? Oh, yes, right away. Wow, he even looks more attractive up close. Everyone in the cafe is staring at Sir Matthew. I'll have an iced coffee. 1 iced coffee. Matthew has his face resting in his hand and is staring out the window while he orders. It is like he is trying to ignore the stairs, music, and everything else in the cafe. Sir Matthew, who always helps the princess to protect this land. I wish I could thank him somehow, but I feel like a simple thank you wouldn't nearly be good enough. There must be some way to thank him that wouldn't be much of a burden to him. I know. I deliver Matthew's iced coffee to him along with a slice of cherry cream pie. Thank you for waiting. I didn't order any pie. It's our way of thanking you for doing such a great job protecting this country, Sir Matthew. Our cherry pies are second to none. Please enjoy. Matthew looks annoyed as he takes a sip of his iced coffee. Matthew's the usual kind and gentle person. Maybe he's having a bad day? Is he not going to eat it? Or does he not like sweet things? Just how long do you plan on standing there? Huh? No, never mind. Matthew sighs and finally tries some pie. How is it? He swallows his bite with little enthusiasm and then takes another. He is a bit more enthusiastic this time. Not bad. Hooray! I got a compliment. I can bring you another if you'd like. And just when I lean in closer to Sir Matthew, a shadow has appeared. Everyone hide or you'll end up being possessed. What? I hurry to the cafe entrance when I hear someone shouting. Where? The sight before my eyes is not that of the town I know, but of a dark and desolate place I've never seen before. There's no way of telling what way is up and what way is down, so I don't even know if I'm standing or lying down. It's that kind of place. Looking around me, I see that something is out there. It says something, its curved lips moving slowly. What? I can't hear what it's saying. It's like trying to listen to a radio that keeps cutting out. It's enough to tell me that the words are pained ones. We go. The something takes a step towards me. I find it harder to breathe with every step closer. I have goose flesh from head to toe. She takes another step towards me. The space between us now is but a step. We are breathing the same air. She reaches out to me, fingers outstretched. Just before the tip of her outstretched finger brushes against my cheek, a faint light floods the area and she vanishes. Do you have a death wish or something? Something heavy strikes my back, followed by a sensation of something warm and hard pressing against my spine. Oh no. Guys, I skipped too much. Sorry. The town's back again. I try to quell the pounding in my chest while thinking about what I've just seen. It's just a dream? Was I daydreaming? Whoa! Oh no! The shadow! Shadows are enemies of mankind. They take the lives of people that they possess. Black holes appear suddenly in the sky, and from that emerge some kind of black shadowy entity. That is, a shadow. The only thing we can do is run away and hide so that it cannot find us. The only way to defeat a shadow is... Sir Matthew darts out from beside me, no longer supporting me from behind. Screech! I hear the sound of metal. He shoots the shadow a piercing look with the deep blue eyes. Go back to whence you came, he calls, addressing the shadows. He swings a blade, a length of steel as tall as a person, and takes the shadow apart by splitting it in two. That's right, the only one who can stop the shadows are the prayer maiden and her knights. He takes a step forward, then spins around. The great sword slices through the air like it was nothing. The great sword sweeps through several more shadows like it's dispelling a fog. But there are so many more shadows. Sir Matthew, behind you! A deep dark shadow draws close, attacking from behind. I give a shout, and at the same time the great sword swings around and takes it out. Just beyond the pulverized shadow, I see the knight briefly smile. He's so strong. It's my first time seeing a knight in battle. I never knew they could be so strong. The tip of a sword draws a jet black line like the falling of darkness, making the shadows vanish so easily. He looks more like a knight who is used to the battle than the ones who just know what to do. More and more shadows are captured by his sharp eyes, and he works his way through them all. The shadows flee in their hollow air. You're not getting away from me. Matthew pierces the hollow with the great sword. It all happens in an instant. By the time the sword reaches the hollow, it is closed. Wow! Sir Matthew starts to come back over. I run towards him. I don't know how to thank you for what you just did, but thank you. I look up in excitement at Sir Matthew, who stares back at me without expression. Matthew sighs a little before taking some gold out of his breast pocket and flinging it to me. Keep the change. It takes a few moments for me to understand what he means. Huh? But even if you include the pie, this is far too much. But when I look back up at Sir Matthew, he's already gone. Sir Matthew? Sir Matthew! I hastily look around for Sir Matthew, but he's nowhere to be found. I wasn't able to thank him properly, and I need to give him his change. What do I do now? But looking around, there's no sign of Sir Matthew, just a crowd of people overwhelmed by the sudden appearances of shadows. I need to make sure everyone is okay, first of all. Did they manage to take anyone? Is everyone okay? We're all fine, thanks to Sir Matthew's quick response. No one's been possessed over here. I'm glad. But where did Sir Matthew go? Watch out, the hollow's opening up again. What? Oh, that looks scary. Usually a hollow would disappear on its own after the shadows have been vanquished and the nucleus of the hollow destroyed. I've never heard of a hollow being opened up again. So the shadows are coming back? It'll be fine. I'm sure Sir Matthew and the princess will come and save us. The princess and her knights are the only ones who can defeat the shadows, but I must do what I can. Come into the cafe, everyone. It's dangerous out here. Get inside. The moment I raise my voice, panic spreads throughout the crowd and they go crashing through the cafe doors. Don't push! In their panic, the townspeople scramble over one another to get into the cafe. Amidst the confusion, I see an elderly man with a crooked back drop to the ground after being caught by the wave of people. At this rate, Will, I act purely out of instinct. Are you all right, sir? The dark hollow slowly widens and I watch in anticipation for the moment when the flurry shadows will come. From inside the hollow, a shadowy hand appears and starts reaching around as if it could not wait to be free. If something isn't done soon, if only I had some kind of power. Just then I hear the sound of hooves pounding the ground. The arms of the shadow is gone without a trace before it has a chance to reach us. A white horse stands before us, and the one who rides that horse so skillfully with a lance in his hand is... Are you hurt at all? Sir Matthew! I shout as Sir Matthew nimbly dismounts his horse. So you did come back for us, just when I was thinking to give you your change too. I'm not sure that I understand what you mean, but before that, I can sense a great shadow presence here. There's a hollow about to open. Sir Matthew holds a silvery white lance raised in his right hand. Everyone, please stand back. It would be even more troublesome should someone become possessed. Once again, the shadows poured from the hollow that should have been remained closed. I want to tell Sir Matthew that I've never heard that happening before, but there's no time for that. You don't need to look so worried. He says kindly to me before turning his handsome face toward the shadows. He raised his lance in a great sweeping motion without the hint of a second thought. His lance ran straight through the shadow that materialized out of the hollow. He thrust the tip of it directly into the hollow. And in that smooth, graceful movement, the hollow is no more. His strength isn't something to be taken lightly. Everything will be all right now, please be assured. Sir Matthew bows his head. Those around give up a cheer for Sir Matthew. He's acting a lot different to before. Sir Matthew's conversing politely and easily with those around him. He's back to his usual self then? I observe Sir Matthew from a short distance away. When he turns in my direction and walks over to me, he suddenly peers into my face. Why is he doing this, I wonder? I look back into his deep blue eyes. Both eyes are deep and impassioned. It's like looking into the depths of the sea. You have a different aura about you than anyone else. That I could tell right away. Sir Matthew knelt down before me. This is so cute. He looks up at me with his deep blue eyes and smiles softly. I have come to you as a representative of the Sanctus. Please lend us your power, Prayer Maiden, our new princess. Huh? Sanctus is a sacred island where the priests who govern the Prayer Maidens and their knights live. And he's saying that I am to become a new Prayer Maiden? The priest of Sanctus will explain everything. I know it's very sudden, but will you please come with me? And with those words, Sir Matthew takes my hand. I'm to go with you, Sir Matthew? As a new Prayer Maiden? I understand that this must be very overwhelming for you. He gives me a look. But the world of crystals in the Sanctus is absolute, and the benevolence that surrounds you is just that of a true Prayer Maiden. The benevolence that surrounds me? What does he mean? Things are moving so fast that I just can't keep up. I hesitate, and Matthew takes another step towards me. I do not know which night your benevolence will be spun with, but I do hope that you will allow it to be shared with the world and all the people in it. This world? But I'm just a normal girl. I don't have any kind of special powers. I understand if you cannot take this all right now, but we do not have time to wait for your answer. Hollows, just like the one we saw here, have recently been... Sir Matthew grimaces. All around us are those who looked pretty shaken after the shadow attack. The powers of a Prayer Maiden. Do I really have that kind of power? In my mind's eye, I can see the horror that I have been shadows. Thinking about it makes me shake all over, and I also recall how useless I am. If I had the power to protect someone, I take a deep breath. If I'm the one you need, Sir Matthew sighs in relief. You are the one we need. Please, there's no need to be nervous. Sir Matthew takes my hand and gets to his feet. We will need to travel quickly. Are you ready? Okay! I wave a quick goodbye to the people at the cafe and make minimal preparations before departing. In this world, there are states other than Grantis. There's also Albus, Verdus, Sapphoris, Sanctus, and the Desolate Country, a nation that has already been destroyed. Desolate Country used to be a country called Nox, and it was said to be the most prosperous of all the nations. But entry has also been banned on the authority of Sanctus. Each state is an island nation. There are ferry services running between them. So of course, we would need to take a boat to Sanctus. Wow, what an amazing boat! I look up at the magnificent sailboat and watch. Well now, you're a very pretty princess. Is this the first time seeing a big sailboat like this? Yes, it's my first time leaving Granitus. Then we must take you to see Sapphoris at least once. The vessel is a grand one, even by Sapphoris standards. I'm so glad we chose it for you. This new person takes my hand and bows his head respectfully. I'm Evans, a knight of Sapphoris. Pleased to meet ya. It's a pleasure to meet you too, Sir Evans. Forget that sir stuff. I don't like feeling separate from other people. The knights are just as friendly as I'd hoped they'd be. I'm glad. Evan's smile helps to lessen the anxiety I have been feeling. We'll set sail soon. Sir Matthews and I board the boat, and it soon sets sail. Taking passage on the boat are Sir Evans, Sir Matthews, and myself, as well as a good number of deckhands. The deckhands work tirelessly. One hands me a drink. Thank you. The radiation from the sun is harsh around these parts, Princess. It would be best if you retired to your cabin. I'm not a princess yet. I don't feel worthy. So that's where you've been. You should relax a bit more. But Sir Matthew? Forget the sir. You can call me Matthew. I would feel too nervous about that. I've always been on the serving end of the chain, so I feel a bit weird being on the receiving end. I cast my face down, and Matthew gives me a troubled smile while watching me do so. I'm so tired from being on the edge this whole time. The night wind feels nice. The smells of the sea, the air reminds me of Granitus. Am I gonna be alright? What's the matter? Can you not sleep? Oh, Evans! You needn't act so startled. You truly are a sweet person, aren't you? Oh, he's pretty cute. And with that, Evan draws a flower out of thin air like magic. I have heard that girls are partial to flowers, so I brought you one, Princess. I've never seen a flower like this before. How pretty. It's a special kind of flower that blooms on Sanctus. I thought it would suit you. Is it really all right for me to accept something so rare? This flower has bloomed so beautifully, especially for you, see? Evan said as he arranged the flower in my hair. It suits you perfectly. Evan's eyes strike me as odd. There's a spark of mischief there, but at the same time, they seem to look straight into my soul. Pale green eyes, the color of spring, and somehow they take anxieties away. Thank you, Evans. You're welcome. The flower represents the meeting of one's true love. Huh? I'd been staring at the flower, but those words bring my face back up like a shot. Evans must have found them amusing, because he peers right back at me and laughs. Sorry, I was just messing with you. It actually represents fate. Is that better? Phew. So that's the kind of person Evans is. It's like he's the type that acts lovey to all the girls, or is good at flirting. Just then I hear the sound of beating wings beside the boat. Oh, a Pegasus! It's a white-winged horse, a Pegasus. I've heard stories, but it's the first time I've seen them with my own eyes. Evan smiles when I speak and look at the Pegasus. Pegasus only lives on Sanctus. Only the princesses and knights of each nation can ride them. So I'll be able to ride one? Should the occasion arise. Evans points to the Pegasus's head. There's a gemstone on the head of Pegasus that responds to the crystal held by a prayer maiden. Evans looks up at the Pegasus with a childlike curiosity. There aren't so many materials that respond to the crystal. And in that way, the Pegasus is a mysterious creature. Just so you know, the name of the element of the Pegasi's head is called Cynthia, but even then, there isn't much known about the crystalline structure. Evans schools me on Cynthia for a while longer. I don't understand a lot of difficult parts about what Evan's talking about, but he looks like he's really enjoying talking about it. He seems to be very knowledgeable. There are still tens of thousands of minerals and gemstones in this world that have yet to be studied in depth. And it's not just minerals. That goes for living things and even the magic of prayer maidens. Isn't that the most romantic idea? Yes, I think so too. Pops, maybe this isn't the kind of thing a lady wants to talk about. That's not true. It was amazing to hear you talk. He looked surprised for a moment before biting his lip in a little smile. You are lovely without a gemstone. he says to me with a wink. The element of surprise must also be one of Evan's charms. Oh, the boat lands in Sanctus. Give me your hand. With Matthew's hand to hold me steady, I take my first step onto foreign soil. The sky is completely clear, and it's silent all around. This is completely different to the hustle and bustle of Granitus. I hope I'll be okay here. Are you nervous, Princess? Okay, guys, well, I think we're going to have to stop there because I've been filming for over 20 minutes. But yes, we've met 2 of the knight options, and when we arrive, we are going to be bestowed the power of being a prayer maiden, meet our other knight options, and probably pick a knight to work with as a prayer maiden and protect a country. So it's going to be pretty exciting. I hope you guys will stay tuned for the second episode, and thank you as always for watching. Bye-bye!